Mr. President, halos isang linggo na matapos ang habulan at barilan dito sa Senado. Sa loob-loob ko, hindi ako mapanatag na simula nung Lunes, ang ipinapakita natin ay para bang walang nangyari. Na para bang hindi nabastos ang ating institusyon, ang ating mga empleyado at ang mga Pilipino. Hindi maliit na bagay ang nangyari dito. At lalong hindi dapat inaasa sa mga Facebook Live, press conferences at media interviews ang pagtatahi-tahi ng mga pangyayari. Ganito na ba talaga kababa ang inabot ng ating politika sa Pilipinas? Ito na ba tayo, Mr. President? Tuluyan na bang nilihis ng politika ang ating mga pamantayan sa pakikipagkapwa? The situation stooped so low that here, in and around these same august halls, may pwedeng magkasa ng baril sa harap ng mga sibilyan. Dear colleagues, kahit kailan, hindi yan nangyari sa Pilipinas. Kahit panahon ng kudeta, not even during the darkest days of martial law, did gunfire erupt within our halls. So, whether we stand in the minority or in the majority, the Senate, as an institution, has sustained a profound injury to its dignity, credibility, and moral authority before the Filipino people.
Parang walang nangyari. Yan po ang statement ng ating butihing Senadora Risa Hontiveros. Siguro po para sa inyong mga wala dito, pero para sa amin na nandito, napakaraming nangyari. Takot na takot po ako na kailangan ko na magpaalam sa mga anak ko. At yung staff ko, 2 pintuan ang pagitan ko sa putukan. Yung staff ko na si Claire, na 20 years na sa akin, nandun siya sa labas. She has a 12-year-old son. Kinuwento niya sa akin late na tumatakbo siya, hindi niya alam kung saan siya pupunta. Kaya para sabihin niyo na walang nangyari. Napakasakit para sa aming lahat na nandito. And as I said, 2 pintuan na nagpo-protect sa akin sa putukan. Pero yung media, yung Senate staff, yung hindi naman makauwi dahil sila ang security, sila ang elevator women and boys natin, nandoon po sila. So dear colleagues, napakarami nang nangyari. And one more thing, wala ho akong sinisisi. Pero nung pagkatapos ng lahat, pagtingin ko ng group natin, yung dating majority group, walang ni isa sa inyong nangamusta sa amin. Some of you I've known for 20 years, 10 years, and I didn't even hear any of you say, kamusta na kayo dyan? Napakasakit nun sa akin. Sobrang sakit. So yun ang masasabi ko, yes, I am very ready to share my story, to ask questions. Pero kung wala ho kayo dito, huwag niyong questionin yung mga nangyari sa mga nandito. Dahil nandito kami, kasama ng staff namin, Senate staff. You have your own story, I respect that. But please respect my own story. Thank you, Mr. President.
I empathize with the experiences and the feelings expressed by the gentlewoman from Taguig and Pateros. May I just repeat what I clearly stated at the context of na parang walang nangyari. I'm talking about ngayon, after those terrible events that caused fear and a lot of other negative emotions and experiences sa ating mga colleagues, sa ating mga Senate staff, sa security unit dito at sa Senate media. Yun po yung punto ko. And it is akin to one of the points raised by Senator Erwin earlier, before my privileged speech.
But let me assure you that's not the case.
President.
In fact, I have to deal with the security of the Senate every day. I'm just not telling you everything that we have to deal with now to make sure that there's no bombs in the in the area, just like every day except this time. And also making sure that there's no miscommunication between the executive, legislative, judiciary, and the international community. That's precisely why we are waiting for the complete investigation, because there are matters that when are discussed in public will cause more alarm and confusion rather than clarity. But that doesn't mean na parang walang nangyari lang. I think that's the point where there will be strong answers, Senator Risa. But of course, you have your point of view and we respect that.
Thank you, Mr. President. And lastly, just for the record, as I said earlier, I deeply respect the emotions of our distinguished colleague. It's evident that the violence that breached our halls has profoundly affected all of us. And I don't doubt, Mr. President, the leadership's personal distress over what transpired. However, when I stated that it feels now as though walang nangyari, I was not speaking about our personal feelings. I was speaking about our institutional posture.
Thank you for
Our
that.
grief as senators is valid, but our mandate requires action. Salamat po ng marami, Mr. President.
Thank you for that statement. And personally, I've stated this again and again. And I don't doubt the sincerity of President Marcos when he called to check if we are safe and to assure us that it wasn't an attack from the executive department. I don't doubt that. That's why we're waiting for the whole investigation. Thank you.